when you're looking at communicating with someone, it's not just about verbal communication. There's different ways that you communicate. But most importantly, you need to be able to demonstrate that you have got the systems and processes in place to support people that come into your service. And something as simple as you asking that person to undress in front of you may be misinterpreted. So what do you have in place that enables you to demonstrate that actually you can protect people that come to you? So it could be something as simple as actually having a standard operating procedure, for example, that would clearly outline to your staff and yourself that if someone comes in and you're asking them to prepare for a procedure, this is what you need to do, and being very clear about it. So it's really about looking at what you have that will enable you to then protect yourself. Because when you talk about fitness to practice, the interesting thing that happens is you always find that communication comes into play. The person interpreted something that actually a professional did or is supposed to have done. So what you have to then demonstrate is your due diligence. It's what you actually have.
So how do you do that? Because I can hear the collective snorts and I can see the collective raised eyebrows as soon as you say standard operating procedures.
Yes.
Because many of us will think that standard operating procedures is almost a tick box exercise. We have to write a big document and stick it on a shelf somewhere, and then look, we can say we've got it, but no one's ever going to read it.
I think the difference is that having a standard operating procedure and knowing what to do with it are two different things. And just having a tick box exercise is not something that you want to advocate within your area. It's about the competence. It's all about competence and understanding whether the person actually knows how to use that. Yeah. And so what we're talking about communication is if you are, let's just say, for example, you bring someone in to provide training to your staff on capacity, consent and communication, for example, you want to follow that up with, is the person competent to do it? So it's not just about a tick box exercise.
How would they not be competent to do it? I mean, they're all healthcare professionals that we're talking about here, whether it's osteopaths and chiropractors this evening or the NHS professionals that you've dealt with in the past. They're surely all competent to apply the training. Whether they do or not is another matter.
Absolutely. They are competent to do the training. But it's when you're faced with situations like what you've described, and that's when people start to come undone. So we all think we're competent to do something, but it's all about our continuous professional development and how we continuously reflect on what we do. Is what we're doing the right way that we should be doing something? And if not, how can we improve on it? And as professionals, we know very well what consent is. We know very well what capacity is. But how does it apply into practice when we're faced with difficult situations? And that's the bit that we focus on when we are looking at the differences between, I suppose, a tick box exercise and being able to demonstrate that we are implementing what we're doing continuously in practice, really.